I'm back again. Yesterday I did my favourite films of 2018. It's New Year's Day. Happy New Year to everyone. Today I am doing my most anticipated films of 2019. I haven't done a list like last year. I'm just going to go through all the films coming out and say if I'm looking forward to them or not because that's easier. Um, but I do have I do have a film that I am the most anticipating. I have about a top two or three, so I'll mention them when I get to them. So I'm going in order by release. So I'm going to start with January and end up in December. So let's start with A Dog's Way Home. There are two Dog's Purpose kind of movies coming out this year, and the first one is A Dog's Way Home. I loved A Dog's Purpose. I thought it was really cute, and I'm a huge dog person, so I can't get enough of these films. I find them really sad because I'm just such a big dog fan. So yeah. Um, Next on the same day there is The Upside, starring Bryan Cranston and Kevin Hart. This film sounds great. It sounds like a really heartfelt, feel good film, and I'm really looking forward to it. On January 18th, we have M. Night Shyamalan's new film Glass. I've never seen. Okay, spoilers. Spoilers if you haven't seen Split. Okay, so if you've seen Split, you know that Split and Unbreakable are connected. They're in the same universe, and Glass is the combination of both. So you've got James McAvoy, Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson in there, along with Anya Taylor-Joy, who was in Split. I can't wait for Glass. It looks amazing, and I really enjoyed Split, even though I've never seen Unbreakable, which I will before I see Glass. Um, there's The Kid Who Would Be King. This doesn't come out in the UK till like mid-February, but it comes out in like the US, I believe, on the 25th of January. Um, it, it it looks okay, but the main reason I'm interested in it is because of the writer director Joe Cornish. He's he's worked with Edgar Wright a lot, and Edgar Wright's one of my favourite directors. So that's the main reason I'm looking forward to it. Well, I wouldn't say I'm looking forward to it, but it does look okay. Um, okay, on February 8th we have the Lego Movie 2. I'm really looking forward to this. The trailers have been great, but my one reservation is that it's directed by Mike Mitchell, who directed Shrek 4, Trolls. Yeah, he's directed those kind of kids films. Films that I enjoyed both, but they're not family films. They're more films kids can appreciate. They're more films kids can appreciate than families. So that's really um, my one reservation about the film. But I'm still really looking forward to it. I've just locked myself out. Okay. Next we have Cold Pursuit, the new Liam Neeson action film. Last year that was The Commuter. I actually enjoyed The Commuter. I've seen someone who put The Commuter as the worst film of 2018. Yeah, it wasn't great, but I found it to be really entertaining. Um, so yeah. Um, what's next? On February 14th, we have Alita Battle Angel, which got moved from that death row of movies, 21st December release date, which had Aquaman, Bumblebee, Mary Poppins Returns, and the second weekend of Spider-Verse. So, yeah, Fox made the smart decision to move that. I think it looks quite fun, and it looks very. It could be style over substance, but I still think it looks really fun. Also on February 14th, we have Happy Death Day to You. I've never seen Happy Death Day, but I've heard nothing but great things about it. So, because of that, and because of the director of that is returning, I'm looking forward to it. On the 22nd of February, there's a film which I'm not as excited as I want to be about it, but I'm still looking forward to it, and that's How to Train Your Dragon: Hidden World. I haven't seen How to Train Your Dragon 1 since cinemas, and I haven't seen How to Train Your Dragon 2 since cinemas, so I need to rewatch both. Because I haven't seen them both in such a long time, it's actually hard to give an opinion. Because I remember when I first saw How to Train Your Dragon 2, I hated How to Train Your Dragon 1, but I was saying, like, How to Train Your Dragon 2 was one of the best films of 2014. 2014, 5 years ago now. Oh. But yeah, it's got Dean DeBlois who's returning to write and direct, so I'm looking forward to it. It's the first, I believe it's the first DreamWorks film under Universal Pictures, because all the other DreamWorks films were under 20th Century Fox, but they've moved to Universal now. So yeah, anyway, on, where are we, March 1st, one of my most anticipated films of the year, Chaos Walking, directed by Doug Liman, and starring Tom Holland and Daisy Ridley and Mads Mikkelsen. It looks, well, I haven't seen anything from it, but judging by the director and the cast, it could be something pretty special, and I'm really excited for it. I'm not even going to mention Tyler Perry's A Medea Family Funeral. Fighting with My Family comes out on the same day as both of the two films I just mentioned, Medea and Chaos Walking. I'm so excited for Fighting with My Family. It's written and directed by Stephen Merchant, and the trailers look hilarious, especially that bit at the end where Nick Frost tries to get The Rock to convince him that he is The Rock, and then Nick Frost just goes, "Yeah, I'm Vin Diesel, mate." That bit was hilarious. I'm so looking forward to this film. It looks like a really uplifting film, and I can't wait to see it. On March 8th, one of my most anticipated films of the year, Captain Marvel. When the first trailer came out, I really didn't like it. I was just like, ugh, can't be bothered for this. But then the second trailer came out, loved it. I am totally on board with this. It looks like a true 80s adventure, and it's set in the 80s, so that's great. I'm really looking forward to that. On March 15th, another one of my most anticipated films of the year, Us, written and directed by Jordan Peele. Get Out is a great film. It's a bit overrated. I don't think it deserved to be nominated for Best Picture, but it was still great. And Jordan Peele is really someone to look out for. If he crushes Us, then that sounded a bit weird. If he crushes the film Us, then he's just gonna do so well. He's already doing so well. But the trailer dropped on Christmas Day, and I was watching it thinking, Happy Christmas? Because it is not particularly an uplifting trailer, but it still looks amazing, it looks scary, and I cannot wait for it. Let's see. Also, no, not also. On March 22nd, there's quite a few films coming out. Yeah, quite a few. On March 22nd, first off is Greyhound. It's written by Tom Hanks and stars Tom Hanks. That's the only thing I can base it off. That sounds good, I guess. So yeah. Also on March 22nd, we have The Beach Bum, directed by Harmony Korine, and has a great cast of Matthew McConaughey, Zac Efron, Jonah Hill, Isla Fisher, and Snoop Dogg, and also Martin Lawrence, but Snoop Dogg. I don't think I've ever seen him in a film. But this actually sounds quite interesting, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with it. On March 22nd, another one of my most anticipated films of the year. Just saying that none of the films I've previously mentioned are in my top 3 most anticipated films of the year. And also gonna say that you're probably expecting my number 1 to be Avengers Endgame. It's not, and my number 1 is not any Disney property. So, yeah. On 22nd of March, we also have Where'd You Go, Bernadette, written and directed by Richard Linklater, or co-written and directed by Richard Linklater. Boyhood is one of my favourite films of the last few years, if not my favourite film in the last few years. Despite that film being nearly 3 hours long, I find that film to be so rewatchable. It's just so engaging, and I don't know, there's just something about it that brings me back to it. I think I've watched it like at least once a year. I don't think I watched it last year, 2018, but apart from that, I think I've watched it every year since it's released. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. On March 29th, we have Dumbo, directed by Tim Burton. I am so excited for this. I mean, the trailer is nothing short of magical. Tim Burton, it is such a stylistic director. But the one thing I'm worried about with Dumbo is that it's written by Aaron Kruger, who wrote a Transformers film. Yeah, he's written two. Uh, Dark on the Moon. No, he's written three actually. Revenge of the Fallen, Dark on the Moon, and Age of Extinction. So that's not good. Um, and he. What else did he write? Oh, I don't think he wrote something else, but I don't think he's written much apart from that. But yeah, but I'm still really looking forward to it. As long as it's entertaining, I'll be happy with it. Um, into April now. We on the 5th. There's quite a lot. Um, pardon me. On the 5th, there's quite a lot. Shazam. Um, I was already looking forward to it after the first trailer, but after Aquaman came out, I really enjoyed Aquaman, by the way, and because I enjoyed that film so much, I'm just like, damn, I'm really looking forward to Shazam. Because from the trailer, it looks like the same tone as Aquaman, and the DC got the tone so right with Aquaman, or James Wan in particular. What they did with Aquaman and its tone was perfect. The film isn't perfect. Aquaman does have issues, but the tone of it was perfect. And if they carry that into Shazam, I think DC are going to have another hit on their hands because Aquaman is on its way to $1 billion. So yeah. Also on the 5th we have Pet Cemetery. I'm not looking forward to this for a number of reasons. I don't like the original Pet Cemetery movie. It's just stupid and boring. I just didn't care for it. It's laughable as well. Laughable and boring. I didn't think I'd ever say those two words in the same sentence, but there we are. And also, I know a lot of people liked 2017's It. I didn't. I liked it at first, but then I saw it a second time. I'm just like, no, this just isn't good. Um, so yeah. Also on the 5th, we have Farmageddon, a Shaun the Sheep movie, aka Shaun the Sheep 2. I love the first Shaun the Sheep movie, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm sorry, that is just the most genius yet stupid title ever, Farmageddon. Oh my god! Right, on the 12th we have Hellboy. I know the reactions to the trailer were mixed. I loved the trailer. I thought it was really entertaining. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. On the 12th, we also have Missing Link, the new Leica film. I was looking forward to it, but then I saw the trailer. I'm just like, oh, that doesn't look great. But I'm still going to see it because it's Leica, and literally everything Leica does is great. So yeah. Um, on April 19th, we have The Curse of the Law Runner. I think that's how you say it. The main reason I'm curious about this is because the guy who's directing it, I think his name is Michael Chavez. I don't know how to say his name, but he's apparently attached to do The Conjuring 3, to direct The Conjuring 3. I think James Wan handpicked him or something like that. So this film must be good. This Curse of the Llorona thing. So yeah. Also on the 19th, Under the Silver Lake. This film has moved release dates so many times, but there was one trailer that was released, and I thought it was really interesting. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Also on the 19th, After. I know so many people who are looking forward to this. I could not give a bigger crap about it, but I'll still go see it. On the 26th, here we are, Avengers Endgame, my second most anticipated film of the year. I loved Infinity War. It didn't make my top 10 of last year, but it was still in my honourable mentions. I loved Infinity War, and the ending is just, you're just like, what are they going to do next? I just want to know what they're going to do next. And that trailer, it didn't give much, it didn't give anything away, but it was the perfect tease. Hence why it was a teaser trailer, and I loved it. Let's see. Uh, 3rd of May, Ugly Dolls. Not, oh god, this horrible cast. Listen to this. Kelly Clarkson, Pitbull, Nick Jonas, Gabriel Iglesias. I don't know how to say that. Yeah, that's Charlie XCX. Yep. Nope. It's basically a list of horrible singers. So, yay. A film on the 10th, a film I am so excited for. And I'm not joking when I say this. Pokemon Detective Pikachu. There are so many people, literally every top 10 I've seen, top 10 most anticipated films of the year, Detective Pikachu has been on it. And if I was doing a top 10, it would also be on it. This film just looks amazing. It looks like so much fun, and Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu, amazing. He looks amazing in the role, and I can't wait to see it. On the 17th, we have John Wick 3 Parabellum. I think that's how you say it. I've only seen the first John Wick film. I need to see the second one, but I loved the first John Wick, so count me in for this. Also on the 17th, the second Dog's Purpose kind of movie, A Dog's Journey. I don't know the difference between this and A Dog's Way Home. That just copy and paste my anticipation for A Dog's Way Home. Just copy my anticipation for A Dog's Way Home and paste it into A Dog's Journey. Right, 24th, Aladdin, directed by Guy Ritchie. I know that there's some controversy because that image that came out of Will Smith came out that was of Will Smith as the genie. The thing is, Will Smith did say that there will be blue genie in it. That was just a cover art. So I'm really looking forward to Aladdin. That teaser trailer they put out was great. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. We have that film Brightburn, which I think is produced by James Gunn. I didn't watch the trailer, but I know a lot of people said it was great. Also on the 24th, we have The Kid, directed by Vincent D'Onofrio, and it stars D'Onofrio, Chris Pratt, Ethan Hawke, and Dane DeHaan. That sounds really interesting. On the 31st, another one of my most anticipated films of the year, not in my top three, Godzilla, King of the Monsters. I'm not a fan of the first Godzilla, but this looks like the genuine definition of epic. I cannot wait for this. Also on the 31st, Rocket Man, directed by Dexter Fletcher, starring Taron Egerton as Elton John. This looks great. I cannot wait to see this. On the 7th, we have Dark Phoenix, X-Men Dark Phoenix. It's Dark Phoenix. It's the directorial debut of Simon Kinberg, who's been involved with this franchise for a long time. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, despite the fact they moved release dates. I think twice now. I may be wrong about that, but yeah. And my phone's turned the wrong way. There we go. Also on the 7th, a film I could not care less about, Secret Life of Pets 2. Okay, I will admit that one they've been putting out like a few small trailers. I watched one of them and it was kind of cute. I will admit, but still, this Secret Life of Pets was Toy Story but with pets. It was exactly the same thing as Toy Story. It ripped off Toy Story. Let's see. On the 14th of June, we have, I think it's June, yep, on the 14th of June, we have a Men in Black International, directed by F. Gary Gray. I loved Straight Outta Compton, F. Gary Gray's last, was it? No, F. Gary Gray's last film was Furious 8, Fast 8. I loved Fast 8, I loved Straight Outta Compton even more. The trailer was awesome. I mean, just listen to this cast: Chris Hemsworth, Tessa Thompson, Liam Neeson, Rebecca Ferguson, Kamal Nanjiani, Rafe Spall, and Emma Thompson. My one reservation is once again about the writers. It's written by Art Malcolm and Matt Holloway. Now, they co-wrote the first Iron Man movie. Or in fact, no, I think they just solo wrote the Iron Man movie. I think they just wrote the Iron Man movie. But they also co-wrote Transformers: The Last Night. We do not speak of that. It is a crime against humanity, that film. So that's my one reservation, but it looks really fun. So yeah. Um, Here we are, 21st, Toy Story 4. I just said it. Toy Story 4. Do I need to say anything else? That it's Toy Story 4. That's probably, I think it's probably my third most anticipated film of the year. If it's not, then I'll list mine at the end of the video. So yeah, but for now it's my third, but it could change throughout the course of this video. Let's see, Child's Play I could not care less about. So yeah, there's an untitled Danny Boyle Richard Curtis film, which sounds great. I'm a huge fan of Richard Curtis. So yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a Danny Boyle film, now that I think of it, but I'm a huge fan of Richard Curtis. So yeah. On the 28th, on the same day as that untitled Danny Boyle Richard Curtis film, is Ford v Ferrari, directed by James Mangold and starring Christian Bale and Matt Damon. I believe, what's it about again? It's obviously about the two cars. According to Wikipedia, yes, the most reliable source in the world, it says here, the film follows an how have I forgotten how to say that? I'll just say it like that. Eccentric, determined team of American engineers and designers, led by automotive visionary Karen Shelby and his British driver Ken Miles, who are dispatched by Henry Ford II and Lee Iacocca with the mission of building from scratch an entirely new automobile with the potential to finally defeat the perennially dominant Ferrari at the 1966 24 Hours of Le Mans race in France. That sounds great. So yeah, let's see. Going into July now. On the 3rd of July we have Annabelle 3. I actually haven't seen Annabelle 2. I've got it, but I haven't seen it. I need to watch it. But yeah, Annabelle 3 could be fun. Yeah. On the 5th of July, one of my most anticipated films of the year, Spider-Man Far From Home. Spider-Man Homecoming, I loved. It's the second best Spider-Man film, only behind Into the Spider-Verse. I love Homecoming, so I'm really excited for Far From Home. It's got the director returning, so yeah. Let's see, on the 19th of July, in fact, no, scratch Toy Story 4 off. I'm sorry, I'm more excited for The Lion King. I'm going to say something here, which is probably a crime, I know. I've never seen the original animated Lion King. Yep, you heard me right, I've never seen The Lion King. But the trailer for this film was perfect. Perfect. I just cannot wait for this film. It's directed by Jon Favreau, who did that amazing Jungle Book film a few years ago. So yeah. And on the 26th, here we are, my most anticipated film of 2019 is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, written and directed by Quentin Tarantino, and starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, Tim Roth, Timothy Olyphant, Michael Madison, James Marsden, Dakota Fanning, Al Pacino, Bruce Dern, Emil Hirsch, Damian Lewis, and Clifton Collins Jr. This is my most anticipated film of the year. If you don't know, if there's one thing you should know about me, my favourite film of all time is Pulp Fiction. And Tarantino is one of the best directors working today. And the plot for this film is just incredible. Yeah, it's about in 1969 Los Angeles, around the time of the Charles Manson murders, a TV actor and his stunt double embark on an odyssey to make a name for themselves in the film industry. That sounds fascinating, and if the plot wasn't interesting enough, the director and cast just make it even more interesting for me. So there you are. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is my most anticipated film of 2019. On the 2nd of August, wow, there's quite a few films. There's Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. I'm just going to call it Hobbs and Shaw. I'm so excited for this. I'm a huge fan of the Fast and Furious franchise. It's directed by David Leitch, who directed Deadpool 2. I wasn't a huge fan of Deadpool 2, but one of the best things about Deadpool 2 were the action scenes and how they were directed. And David Leitch is such a great action director. He's done some other films and he's great. And the best part of the Fast and Furious films, apart from the action, are what can I speak today? The dynamic between Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham. Did they only collaborate in the 8th one? But whatever film they were in, they were the best part of it. The film that they butted heads together, I think that was the 8th one. That was the best part of that movie. And I just can't wait to see a solo film with these characters. Also on the 2nd, a film I'm so nervous about, The New Mutants. I was very excited at first. It's directed and co-written by Josh Boone, who directed the excellent The Fault in Our Stars, and it's got a great cast. The teaser trailer was pretty good, but they've moved release dates so many times. I just can't help but think the studio have no faith in this. And I've heard no buzz about it, so hopefully there's more buzz leading up to it, but I'm not particularly excited for it. Also on the 2nd, a film I'm very curious about, Dora the Explorer. Maybe you're thinking, Billy White, why are you saying you're curious about it? Shouldn't you be dreading seeing it? Wait. It's directed by James Bobbin, who directed that first Muppets film that came out in 2011. Great film, love it. It's co-written by Nicholas Stoller, one of the best comedy writers working today, and Michael Peña's in it. So yeah. Oh yeah, and Benicio del Toro. I think Benicio del Toro. Let me check. I think, yeah, Benicio del Toro is voicing Swiper. Oh God, that sounds like the most horrible yet genius idea. Oh God. On the 9th of August, we have Artemis Fowl, directed by Kenneth Branagh. It looks fun. Well, I didn't see the teaser trailer, but it sounds fun. So yeah. Also on the 9th, we have Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, which is co-written by Guillermo del Toro. And I think it's like a passion project for him. It's not directed by him, but I think he's very passionate about this. So yeah, he's a great director. So yeah, on the 16th, a film I could not care less about, the Angry Birds movie 2. Playmobil the movie, also on the same day. Playmobil, I grew up with Playmobil. Playmobil was like my life as a little kid. So, I mean, here's to ruining my childhood. Let's see here. On the 6th, we have It Chapter 2. I mean, I'm interested, but as I said, I didn't like it 1. So, I'm mainly interested because of the great cast. James McAvoy, Jessica Chastain, Bill Hader, and obviously Bill Skarsgård is returning. On the 13th, Downton Abbey. I've never seen it, despite being British, I've never seen that TV show. So, yeah, but I'll probably end up seeing it. There's that, also on the same day, there's that Spies in Disguise film. Could be alright. It's got an alright voice cast, but yeah. Gemini Man on the 4th of October, directed by Ang Lee, written by Darren Lemke. It could be alright. I mean, Darren Lemke is quite a good writer, Ang Lee is a great director. So, I mean, who knows? But I don't know. There's just something about it I'm not really excited about, but it could be alright. one of my most anticipated films of the year, also on the 4th, Joker. Um, it's co-written and directed by Todd Phillips, great comedy director, and stars Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker. So, I mean, how can you go wrong with that? And I've just gone off the page. I'm gonna have to scroll back through all the dates. Right, here we go. Oh, there's a film also on the 4th called The Woman in the Window. It's directed by Joe Wright, and stars Amy Adams and Julianne Moore and Gary Oldman. So yeah, could be alright. On the, what's this, 11th, also quite a few films on the 11th. The Addams Family. It sounds great. So yeah, and I know the Addams Family is a huge thing for a lot of people. So yeah. Also on the same day, Zombieland 2. I've never seen the first Zombieland, but this sequel is written by Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick, who I know wrote the first Zombieland, but they also wrote Deadpool, the first one, and the second one. So yeah, and it's directed by Ruben Fleischer, who directed the recent Venom. I enjoyed Venom. It wasn't great, but I enjoyed it. So yeah, Zombieland 2 should be fun. Also on the same day, Are You Afraid of the Dark, directed by DJ Caruso. Right, no, thank you. On the 18th, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. It's directed by Maria Lee Heller, and who directed that Diary of a Teenage Girl film. I haven't seen it, but it was critically acclaimed. This Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood is basically about Fred Rogers, and he's played by Tom Hanks. I know it's about a reporter interviewing Fred Rogers or something like that, and Fred Rogers here is played by Tom Hanks. Perfect casting. So yeah, I cannot wait to see that. Right, into November. Sorry about the doggos. On the 1st, Terminator. It's directed by Tim Miller. That's all I can say. On the 8th, Sonic. Should be fun. It'll be stupid, but should be fun. On the 8th, also a film I'm not looking forward to, Kingsman: The Great Game. Yeah. On the 15th, Last Christmas, directed by Paul Feig, co-written by Emma Thompson, and starring Emilia Clarke and Henry Golding. Yeah, I love the Simple Feig of Paul Feig's great latest film. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. On the 22nd, Frozen 2, no thank you. On the 27th, Knives Out, written and directed by Rian Johnson, who directed one of in fact, probably the worst Star Wars film, The Last Jedi. But I'm actually looking forward to this, because Rian Johnson is great. Visually, he has a great eye to him. As much as I hate The Last Jedi and the decisions he made in that film, I mean, the cast of this film is great, and visually what Rian Johnson can do is great. He just can't craft a Star Wars film. On the 13th, we have Jumanji 3. I love the first Jumanji. You got the crew, you got the director and writers returning, and The Rock, Jack Black, Kevin Hart, and Karen Gillan returning. So I'm so excited for this. Speaking of Star Wars, as I was a minute ago, Episode 9. Nah, I'm alright. I'll go see it, but I literally have no excitement for it whatsoever. I hated The Last Jedi. I really didn't like Solo. So, yeah. No, thank you. Also, on the 20th, Cats. Yeah, that I love musicals. The last 2 years, my favourite films of the year has been musicals. 2017 was The Great Showman. 2018 was Mamma Mia 2. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. On Christmas Day, there's Super Intelligence. No. There's also Little Woman, written and directed by Greta Gerwig. I did not like Lady Bird, but really it's the cast that got me excited. This is a huge cast. I don't have time to read it out, but this is a great cast. And that's really it. So yeah. So I'll run down my top 3 again. Number 3, The Lion King. Number 2, Avengers Endgame. And number 1, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Guys, thank you for watching this video. Guys, please tell me your most anticipated films of the year in the comments below. Thank you for watching this film. Thank you for watching this video. Happy New Year, and I'll see you soon.